What happens when you cross a YouTube Shorts spammer and someone who spreads EDs? Well, the answer is you'd get someone like this.
I didn't like nine days.
And you get splendid, super encouraging thumbnails like this. Nevada is a hugely popular TikTok and YouTube Shorts influencer with millions of followers, but she has so much problems with her content, so in this video we'll be getting into it. Yes, I know it's a longer video, I had time because of Easter break to edit more, so just forgive me.
He texted me. What did he say? He said, hey. Well, was it like, hey, or like, hey? I think it's like, hey.
Nevada's been a member of the EXO team, but they've kind of flopped lately. I don't know if I'm going to talk about that in a different video or not. Probably not. I'll see. But they post a lot of interesting content. Kiki Kim's also a member. If you watch my channel, you probably know about her. She just blatantly rips off people like the mermaid scales. So overall, I don't really like the EXO team that much. And they do crazy things to go viral. They'll like film themselves licking the same lollipop. Yeah, you heard me right. Like 7 people will lick the same lollipop. They do really, really weird stuff to go viral. And most of their videos just make me very uncomfortable. How many times have you watched this? Me. Yes. Pove, he ate your makeup too. That's literally all of their comments. Like, if you really think they're gonna get called out for being cringe, you are sadly mistaken. I don't know if it's 14-year-old girls or if it's 50-year-old men commenting this, but I can't even tell. What I'm trying to say is I don't know who enjoys this content. I don't know who they're aiming their content at, but it weirds me out personally. And as you already know, Nevada is one of the members of this team. I don't know why she quit. I don't know exactly where she is now because she isn't in the videos anymore, but you will be happy to know that they are literally flopping. The EXO team is very much flopping now. They don't have any of their big influencers in it anymore. They get like 20K a post now. I'd feel bad, but the fact that they dressed up as high schoolers and they had a video where one of them hits on a teacher kind of weirded me out, so I don't really feel that bad. And no, they quite literally dress up as students. Here's like some weird fake math on a TV screen in the background, and here are lockers. Like, they're quite literally cosplaying as high schoolers. So it's safe to say I've never liked these people. When I used to watch YouTube Shorts when I was like 12, I think, I used to always see these people, and oh my gosh, they weirded me out so much. I never, ever liked them. It's just like they're clearly supposed to be high schoolers, and I don't think I need to explain why this is weird and like creepy, but that's just my opinion, I guess. Moving on to even more serious stuff, Nevada herself, like a lot of these members, just they aren't good people. From stealing content to promoting EDs, these people are just not good. So we already kind of covered Kiki Kim, so I think it's time to kind of look into Nevada's content. When you first open her channel, you see her 7 million subscribers, and you see she's got a lot of clickbaity content. Oh, I know, I'm one to talk. But in all seriousness, her clickbait level is next level. She's got a bunch of videos about dating her stalker, which, I mean, I can smell the comments from a mile away. It's obviously just a skit. Just don't understand humor. Delete. Yeah, I know it looks like a skit, but in reality, like, she's trying to play it across like this is real.
Today I'm dating my stalker for 24 hours. So as I found out, you cannot plan a good date, so I'm gonna do it today.
First of all, I hate to be the woke police, but it's not really that funny to like make a video where you date your stalker. Like, there's actual people that have like real stalkers, and it's not really this funny joke. And second of all, she legit faked this like fight with her stalker. Like, this is next level cringe. This is so clickbaity and like weird. There were actual people in her comment section under this video legitimately buying this video and thinking it's real.
So I don't know how we can leave the house right now because they clearly in the first floor waiting for us to come out.
This is either targeted towards kids because they know there are 5-year-olds that won't really understand what fake and real are, or this is the most unfunny joke I've ever seen. And these long-form videos legit get great views. There's this whole thing where like TikTokers and people who mostly do YouTube Shorts can't get views in long form because you have to create a good thumbnail, you have to have a good topic, you have to make the video entertaining for a long period of time. But Nevada is actually succeeding because these videos easily get hundreds of thousands of views, even millions sometimes. Like, who legit watches this? Like, who spends their time watching some obviously staged video about a girl hanging out with her stalker? Like, no offense at all, and I mean this in the nicest possible way. If you enjoy watching this content on a weekly basis, you are a menace to society. But compared to her daily eating habits, this kind of stalker content looks like the most unproblematic content to ever exist. In fact, it makes the stalker content look like the biggest work of art on YouTube. Wait, the second biggest, because the first biggest work of art on YouTube already exists.
Coco, you the dumbest I have ever seen, bro. You can't even speak in facts, bro. Now you trying to lie about me.
You get the point. I still don't know what happened to that dude. He just disappeared from the internet. He released 5 diss tracks on me, and he deleted one of them because he was dumb enough to include himself in it, and it was clear he was a full-grown man. So I called him a 40-year-old man in a video about him, and he deleted that video right after and then disappeared from the internet. So it's kind of a mystery around him. We'll never know. But back to Nevada. At first glance, she just looks like a clickbaity channel. She creates kind of cringy content, some cringy shorts, but she seems harmless at first glance, but that's far from the truth. A few months ago, Nevada released a video that seemed to be kind of giving advice on how to lose WEIH. And this isn't her only video, but this is her most recent one because she doesn't post super often on long form videos because, you gotta hire someone to make the thumbnails, you gotta edit them, they take a lot of time, and shorts are a lot quicker, so she does those more often. But it got a pretty good amount of views, and she promises you'll transform like this, or at least she says she'll transform like this in one day. That's a pretty crazy title and thumbnail. I'm just confused why she changes hair color. Does she not like blonde hair? Does she hate blonde hair, so if you that much in a day, you'll change your hair color too? But hey, don't judge a book by its cover and don't judge a video by its thumbnail. So with that, let's just start watching this video. Maybe she has really, really good doctor-approved advice. Maybe the video is just filled with positivity and it's just never-ending education for us. So with that, we might as well see it.
Hi. Cheers. I'm obsessed with Red Bull and I don't understand why. For me, it's like addiction. Every morning I drink Red Bull.
Did anyone else see that one article once about the person that drank 20 Red Bulls a day and then died? Or I still don't know if that's 100% true, but I remember seeing a bunch of news articles about that, and that may be one of the reasons why I still don't drink it today. I've never tried it, so I probably shouldn't be judging.
And my friend brought me to this shop and I like it. I like to pretend that I did right.
Before this day, I didn't eat 9 days.
Oh, can you tell us why? Because it's a serious point.
Just stress or something.
I don't know exactly what she means by this. This could mean anything. This could mean she mostly only drank Red Bull. This could mean a million different things. But overall, this is very, very disturbing. There's no joke to make here. This is very, very, very disturbing, and just makes me really, really uncomfortable that she says this. And she released 2 videos on this, and under one of these videos that she released about what she eats in a day, she put this comment under them, and this just makes it even more disturbing. She's basically trying to be relatable. She's trying to seem like this is a normal thing, like it's normal to not eat for 9 entire days. That's not normal, and that should not be considered relatable.
Stressed, nervous.
How can you live without eating?
I don't know. I just drink Red Bull or water. I understand that it is too bad for health.
So she's aware that this is bad for health, yet she's trying to promote it like it's relatable. So I'm just really confused what message she's trying to send out here. She lets out a nervous laugh when he asks her how she's alive. It's all kind of a joke. No, this isn't a joke, and this really isn't that funny. This is kind of serious. This is not funny at all. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea. I guess they just knew it could make a really good thumbnail and title, and it would get a lot of clicks, which they weren't really wrong. They got a lot of views on it. And this whole video is a weird documentary theme. It's weirdly themed like a documentary. For what? For what was the reason of making it look like a documentary?
So good. For people who are trying to lose weight, this is actually so good because it's like a dessert, but it's only 5 calories. So you can eat it as much as you want and you're not gonna get weight.
This clip annoys me so much because under one of her 2 videos where she gives advice, she says in the title, "Don't take this as advice, it's just me personally." This is quite literally advice right now. You're clearly giving advice, you're trying to be relatable, stop lying to your audience. And I know that beauty is subjective and everyone sees someone else in a different light. We all have different opinions on what is beautiful and what isn't, but I think it's fairly decent to say that she is pretty. She's pretty. Most people would consider her pretty. You wouldn't find her picture on Twitter with people going, "Haha, you're ugly." A lot of people are going to see this and want to look like her. I feel like I don't really need to stretch that narrative. And she very likely, and she seems like she's aware herself, has an ED. So it's weird that she tries to play it off as she's playing a character, or she's just like this quirky person with little habits like this, or that everyone does it. Like she commented, it's relatable. Who else does this? You all do, guys, right? It's not just me, right? And as always, someone's definitely going to make a video on me for the 15th time, because every time I make a video criticizing someone making these type of videos, they say I'm a weirdo or whatever. But yeah, I'm just, I cannot with those. Copyrighted Sigma music, done, done, done. Copyrighted Sigma music, done, 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 done. Get it? Get it? She's a Sigma because someone said she was large because YouTube's picky. She was large and she's actually not. See, look how non-large she is. See, isn't she so Sigma, guys? See, that's something that should have stayed in the drafts. No, that's something that should never have even been filmed. I mean, cool, if you wear sweats like everyone does, you're not Sigma, like no one cares. I love when I say this and I criticize these type of people, and when someone in my comment section can't argue against the points I'm making, they just simply say, well, you're probably big, that's why you're so jealous. It may seem like I'm joking, but people legitimately make that argument, and those arguments get a decent amount of likes. And maybe I'm just being an absolute jerk. Maybe the EXO team has some weird thing where they like pressure the members of it to have certain standards. The point is, though, it is her channel at the end of the day, and she is uploading pretty toxic content. And I know what you're thinking. You're really gonna drag this out to 30 minutes? No, actually, there's a lot more we need to get into, because I'm not only gonna cover Nevada's content, but overall the EXO team's content. And I briefly touched on it earlier, but we really need to get into the depth of these people's content. Something is just not right. They, as I said before, seem to be in like this high school theme, which makes it overall very creepy. And they kind of dress up the guys like jocks and the girls in like short skirts. It's like a boarding school or something. And they'll do different scenes like it's a low budget movie, like the movie theater, or scenes at school. And it just is so unsettling. It's like a whole team got together and picked this theme and picked these dances, and just ugh. On the EXO team's official YouTube channel, there's a link and you can like apply to join it, which is very like they're looking for people, because I'm guessing influencers don't last long. They want to leave and make their own content. They don't want to be part of this cringy group. I don't blame people. I'm guessing people join in the first place to try to get more attention for their channels, because, I mean, no one really wants to be on this cringy, weird team.
Do you see how I take care of this car? Very demure, very cutesy.
But you already scratched that.
He doesn't know about it. Very mindful.
And ever since she left the EXO team, she's been posting more of her own content like this. She's been doing pretty well for herself. She does better than the EXO team is currently doing.
It's a limited edition for me.
Is it tasty?
Yeah, you wanna try it?
Yeah.
I honestly think she doesn't really know what to do with her content other than spam YouTube shorts, though, because, yeah, her long-form content is like drawing the line between documentary or wannabe documentary and just vlogs. So it's a very weird mix if you go to her channel. And then, of course, it comes off as like a really clickbaity video, like the Strokes twins would release or something. So overall, it's just very confusing when you go to her channel what exactly her content is supposed to be. Her content is similar to Kiki Kim, though she doesn't really post as much YouTube shorts as Kiki Kim, because, you know, she doesn't steal all of her content like Kiki Kim does. So, I mean, that's kind of a relief. But at the same time, Kiki Kim doesn't post the dangerous health advice she posts. So it's kind of like, which EXO former team member is worse? It's really hard to decide. And it's either her friend or her boyfriend. No, I did not take the time to figure out which one it was, that is in all of these videos with her, helping film and edit them. So, like, he approved this. Like, there was not one of her friends said, maybe you shouldn't be posting this stuff. Like, I'm just so confused. You are an entire team of people and not one of them sees your videos and goes, hey, maybe don't post this. The EXO team, maybe they're like a cult of clickbaiters or something. I don't know. But, like, I don't think they have any ethics at all. And I know, hot coming from me, but they clearly just don't care about anything except going viral, and that isn't even that successful currently. Sure, in the past they've had some hits, they've had some hundreds of millions of views, they've done well in the past, but currently it's not looking so good for them. And let me tell you, nothing makes me happier than watching an annoying, spamming, weird, cringy shorts channel flop. All the romance is so like, I know it's supposed to be staged, but like it's just like staged to a next level. Like none of them can act at all. Like they need to like pay up for everyone that had to watch their videos, because everyone deserves like 20 years of therapy from this absolute diabolically cringe content.
Because I'll break your heart.
Maybe I'll break yours.
Nobody breaks my heart.
I think they like want to become actors or something. There's some goal, like I said, maybe it's a way to like advertise their accounts. They can be influencers or bigger influencers than they are already. And maybe it worked for some of them. Maybe Nevada helped build her audience off of that. Maybe Kiki Kim, maybe she built her account off of it too. I don't know. I didn't exactly do a historical analysis of these people before I made their video. I just saw some of their cringy shorts and I discovered that they existed. It was a sad, sad day when I discovered that this account in fact existed. But I don't know exactly why people join this, but I would say if I had to take a guess, it would be for clout. And I think they have a decent understanding of how to get clout. I think once in a while, people just like, it clicks for them and they just know how to get views. I, as you guys know, am not exactly a famous YouTube Shorts or TikToker person, so I don't really know how it works. One thing I see in common with a lot of these influencers is that they listen to very, very popular music. They use that in their videos and they dance to this popular music and they follow trends. So it obviously has something to do with following trends and stuff, but at the end of the day, they just do it in a way that's so cringy. They clearly must be doing it on purpose to go viral. They must be using cringe as like a way to go viral and get rich. Because cringe is becoming so common on the internet, they're not doing it by accident. Like they're using it as a strategy. I'm convinced a lot of people use being cringe as a way to like get rich and get views. There are way too many videos of like 40-year-old women dressed in baby clothes being cringe on purpose. Like there's way too many of these obviously cringe videos on the internet that it must be a strategy for a lot of people that are either just addicted to views or just want a lot of money. It's not even really the cringe that makes me mad. Sure, I hate these cringe videos. Like it annoys me. It's just the fact that they like dress up as high schoolers and just that their content is just outright dangerous sometimes, like Nevada's content. It's just like some of them are getting a lot of clout from likely being on this team, even though obviously once again for the 100th time it's flopping right now. But when it was blowing up and when it was doing well, a lot of them got a lot of clout from it and it wasn't really deserving because they're just scumbags. One thing I hate about YouTube Shorts and TikTok is that it's just so easy to get an audience because all you have to do usually is dance to some viral trending song and have some text above your head and you can like gain a huge audience as long as you say the right things. You don't really have to show your actual personality. You don't really have to do much. Your audience just knows you from a 30-second clip of you dancing and there being some text above. You know, there's no like long talk with your audience. They don't really get to know you and then you get a ton of clout and then all of a sudden, eventually people realize you may not be this awesome person you pretended to be. Do you see how awkward the videos are without the super edited Sigma trending music that they use? I don't even mean to sound like some like crazy old millennial that hates Gen Z, but like genuinely it is so easy for people to go viral now with all these features, with all these short videos. Anyone can go viral at any time. Anyone can gain an audience and you don't have to connect with your audience. So it's just so easy to have so much power and it can go to the wrong people easily. Okay, off topic, but right now it's raining super loudly outside and it's pissing me off because I know you guys are going to hear this in the background and I'm going to get like 50 comments about it. Like, do you hear that? It's so loud. By the way, this is a kitty I found in my backyard yesterday. Like, he just wandered over here. He's so cute. But as I was saying, other than just knowing how to dance the right trends and putting on a pretend boarding school outfit and dancing around with some guy, there isn't really much to connect with. And it just 7 million followers from being part of this group, like that is a lot of power going to some random person. Okay, random's a little rude, but we gotta admit, most of the people that post YouTube Shorts, like no one knows who they are. If you compare them to someone else that has a similar following, Penguin Zero isn't similar, but he's got like 13 million followers. There's plenty of people who spam YouTube Shorts. Like, I'm gonna think of someone, LOL Cringe spams YouTube Shorts. He has like 20 million followers. If you go outside and you ask someone if they know who Penguin Zero is, you have a much higher chance of them knowing who he is than some random YouTube Shorts spammer like LOL Cringe. I don't mean to like be rude, but legitimately, most people have no idea who these people are with such large followings. Because when you spam YouTube Shorts, you can literally just get so much attention. Just the internet is so powerful and it changes every second. Like, it's constantly changing and evolving. And just when we think it's safer and it's better, it changes so it's not. Like, the internet is changing so much. It's just like, if you look back 10 years, 7 million followers, everyone would know who you were. You would be a basic celebrity. Literally everyone would know. Now it's like you can have 100 million followers and no one will even know who you are because you spam YouTube Shorts. It's just insane how the internet changes. Like, that is legitimately nothing now because of TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And I like TikTok once in a while, and YouTube Shorts I have not watched in a while, but when I do, I mean, I like some creators on there, like Mermaid Scales. I'm not saying these people are bad. I'm just saying the internet has changed in a way where you can be so-called famous on the internet and no one will know who you are, versus maybe 10 years ago when everyone would know who you were with 1 million followers.
So today, you all liked our previous video with James Charles about makeup.
So I did some more digging, and apparently they have quite a few long-form videos on their main XOXO team channel, which once again was very popular before Kiki, Kim, and Nevada left. And it's like they tried to make Darman style videos and mukbangs. They like tried everything, and quite a few of these videos got millions of views. Like, I'm not saying they're copying Darman, but this video title kind of reminds me of a Darman video, and it's there's definitely a chance it could have been inspired by him. And overall, I found these videos very, very cringy. They also tried music videos. They've tried quite a few different things, but nothing seemed to stick long form.
Let's finish the burger.
So this yogurt costs $6.
I mean, you gotta respect their ability to hop on trends. They understand that there's different things that go viral that you can get views for. I mean, I don't know who came up with this idea for a team of influencers in the first place, but most teams full of influencers don't usually end well. And if you thought they're Darman inspired, okay, Darman-like videos were maybe possibly good and sweet and wholesome, are you in for a sad awakening? Yes, you saw that. They reused the same licking the face after they eat a sweet thing for their Darman inspired or whatever video. And this was under a video about dating advice. I suffered through that, so I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to tune out. And don't get me wrong, cringe isn't bad in itself. Like, you can be cringe and that's like you do whatever you want. The main thing I've got a problem with is them dressing up as like high schoolers, and it just weirds me out. But we gotta get into some more of their content, so let's get into the next piece of content I found. They also, on their main channel, try to release music videos, but the music is kind of just like, it doesn't stand out. It's just like basic pop music, which if that's what you like, whatever. There's nothing really inherently wrong with the videos. It's just kind of like, you can tell they tried everything. Like that one Shakira song, Try Everything. They tried everything, but it didn't work, sadly. They did eventually meet their demise, and it was deserved. And under all these videos, obviously, they plug a bunch of the social media information about all the people in the video. So that's what, as I kind of said before, is the main reason why I think people join this, is to try to grow themselves as an influencer. And I feel like it worked for some of them. I don't know how big Kiki Kim was before, but I'm sure it helped her out. And considering the comments are almost always positive, even under the most cringy videos by these guys, I would say overall, for the influencers part of it, most of them found success, but whoever began the actual organization and created the channel eventually would fail.
I don't know, it's a...
My bag, actually.
It's not a bag, it's a ball.
And we will see what should I eat. Are you ready? KFC.
Okay.
KFC. Okay.
They also tried that kind of clickbaity YouTube Shorts, fast-paced editing style video that's gotten kind of popular. YouTubers like Jack Doherty, a lot of those, Brent There, those kind of YouTuber style. I think that kind of failed eventually as well. I also wanted to quick say, back on the ED thing I mentioned earlier, I in no way think that this girl is like evil or anything. What I'm saying is that overall she is spreading EDs at the end of the day, because she comments things like, who else has this habit? Who else does this? Overall, she's well aware that she is spreading this. At the end of the day, it is possible she has an ED, and overall, I'm not saying she's a horrible person for that. I feel very, very bad if she is suffering from that, but it's just not right for her to make these types of videos and make these types of comments. So overall, that's what I'm trying to get at there. Before someone makes a 7-hour-long reaction video whining about how I'm an evil hater, hating on this poor innocent girl like they did with Clara. Because I can already see the comments from a mile away. I know know people are going to make that argument that I shouldn't be attacking her because she may have one herself. That's not my argument here. My argument is we should criticize these people that make these type of videos, purposely luring people that have the goal to lose, WEIT, because overall, it's very, very dangerous. Like, she's well aware of what she's doing. Like, the things she say in this video are not helpful. And overall, don't get me wrong, if you struggle with something similar to her, it is okay to voice that. It is okay to say that. But she is acting like it is normal. Her comment says, who else does this, basically? She overall is just giving out advice to young people that could follow this. So overall, don't get me wrong, it's not wrong if she struggled with this or if someone else struggles with it. It's the fact that she's acting like this is like a quirky little habit. Now that we've covered Nevada's problematic side of her channel, we can go back to talking about the XOXO team. So overall, while researching through their content, I did come across the music videos and the ASMR videos and the mukbangs, but I also did stumble across some other interesting content. Let's just put it that way. They also do like rip off Netflix kind of skits, I guess, where they like do like love stories. Again, kind of Dhar Mann related. I don't even know what it's supposed to be, but like, can we just talk about how good the acting is? Like, we need to give these people an Oscar. Like, they've been robbed. Like, look at these emotions. I don't understand how this wasn't nominated at least. Like, they have literally been robbed. And there's one thing that I learned from researching the XOXO team, and it's that I guess you got to try everything. And even if you try everything, sometimes on YouTube, you still fail. Because, yes, I know some of their videos have more than I could ever imagine getting. Like, their top video has like 12 million views. But for the amount of subscribers they have right now, they're just not doing good. And eventually, I guess, all things come to an end. You can have the most popular influencers. You can have a bunch of really popular influencers who are very, very, very well liked internationally and well known, and you can have all the video ideas you want. You can even have a decent budget. Like, you can tell they spent some money on some of this stuff, but overall at the end, sometimes you're just gonna fail, and I think that's a really good example with this group. They are even flopping on YouTube Shorts right now. Usually when these channels are doing bad, it means that they're just doing bad in long form, because as we know, that's a bit harder. But they are only getting like 30K views on YouTube Shorts, their short section, which is insane considering their most popular easily hit over 100 million views. And this group, like, oh my gosh, like, am I the only one that saw them on my feed all the time? And it pissed me off so much because their videos are just so insanely cringe. Like, they would do the cringiest stuff, like the licking off someone's face, the like random each sucking the same lollipop, and they're still doing that. They're repeating their stuff, but it's just not working anymore. And I don't know the exact reason why, but I'm kind of glad I don't have to see them on my feed anymore. Okay, this is gonna feel super, super petty, and I know it's gonna be controversial, but I used to like to watch mukbangs on TikTok and stuff. I know I'm a fake one. I didn't actually watch them on YouTube. But I don't really like these. I feel like they don't know how to do them. Like, they're just smacking their lips way too much, and it's just really annoying me.
I will win.
I have no idea what the contest is, but if it's a lip smacking one, you definitely will. Maybe that's the point of mukbangs. I'm not really like engulfed in the philosophy of mukbangs. I just thought that the whole smacking loudly thing really annoys me, but maybe that's like a part of it. I don't know. I shouldn't be educating you on something I know not enough about. And can we also talk about the fact that Nevada legitimately hit on the girl that used her brother to promote her OF? I remember Penguin Zero made a video about it, and reminder that the brother was legitimately a minor at the time, and she would constantly use her brother and make inappropriate jokes, and he would later talk about it in a podcast that he'd get like bullied in school for it. Overall, it was a big mess, but the girl's a little bit problematic, but Kamala has been doing pretty well on TikTok. Like, she's been in a lot of drama, she's been getting a lot of views, she's been getting a lot of attention, so overall, I guess that makes people want to hit on her, but it's just like, could you pick someone a little bit less problematic? I feel like people get a lot of love and attention sometimes on TikTok that don't deserve it. It's Kamala and James Charles right now that have a ton of attention on TikTok. Recently, James Charles had this whole trend about him, and it's like, are we going to forget the whole controversy he was in? He's not exactly the most likable dude on earth either. I just don't personally enjoy Nevada's content. If you do, just be careful, because yes, there's quite a few problematic things with it. Once again, I don't hate her. I don't think she's this horrible, horrible, terrible, worst person ever to exist, but she's definitely not a great person at the same time. I mean, once again, she's been given a lot of power. Some people don't always use that power alright. Maybe she kind of underestimates the stuff she makes. And overall, yes, we all make mistakes at the end of the day, but those mistakes sometimes deserve to be called out. Because from personal experience, I've been called out for things I've done wrong, and I usually accept it. Unless, of course, it's a video that is quite literally just 100% biased against me and thinks that me milking is the worst thing to ever exist on this earth.
So, fries. It's already cold.
That was the longest 10 seconds of your life, wasn't it? Yeah, that mukbang was not it. Don't get me wrong, that was just kind of cringe, like it wasn't really a real problem. We already went into those before, but overall, let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to dox me if you disagree with me. That's on you, I guess. You can think what you want. But yeah, in summary, XOXO team failed because they kind of just sucked. And Nevada and a bunch of the other people that are members of it, not all of them because I haven't looked into all of them, but a few of the members such as Kiki Kim and Nevada are very, very problematic, but are still successful to this day. And honestly, I'm tired of talking about these people. They just annoy me. So yeah, I think that's the video for today. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you didn't, once again, just feel free to comment the most disgusting and nasty thing you can think and just let it out, because I'll just be your personal therapist. I'll just listen to it all. Seriously, like make it a few paragraphs long and like capitalize the letters you really, really want me to see. I love those comments so much and I get them so often. In all seriousness, please let me know what you think in a respectful manner, and I will see you in the next one. Oops, sorry. I felt like since you made it so far, you gotta be punished by seeing that one more time. With that, I'll see you in the next one. Also, subscribe to my animation channel, please.